Good morning from Glen, California. Today we are inside our new processing facility, which you can see behind us. This side of our new production area is strictly for shelling, packing, lasering, and getting kernels packed in a box and out the door.
And of course we're here again because we have another shipping report out that we want to kind of discuss and give you our take on. And again, we see shipments lagging behind, but we do see a lot of strong future commitments. So it's still unseen as to how that's really going to play out in the upcoming months.
Yep, like Amy said, overall, we're still pretty far behind on shipments compared to last year, especially when we're looking at a year to date. In-shell shipments have fallen by about 44% on export, 11% on domestic shipments. And on the kernel side, we're also seeing shipments down, not quite as bad as on the in-shell, with domestic hanging around 7%, and then the export side for kernels about 2.5%.
Yeah, and again, you know, we're looking too at a possible kernel shortage with the Chandler variety, especially as we approach new crop. And one thing we are noticing too, some of the Chandler varieties, especially with higher half counts, may come in a little short by the time we approach new crop. So I think that could be a concern for the kernel buyers. Even though we're a little bit behind, there may not be as much left that they are actually looking for.
In addition, we have seen a little bit of frost damage in walnuts these past couple days as well. And we'll cut over to Jared on the farm side to have a little bit more feedback there.
Welcome back out to the farm. I don't mean for my talks to sound repetitive, but until Mother Nature starts cooperating, we kind of have to address the issues at hand. Over the past few nights, we've seen some pretty cold temperatures from, I'd say, Sacramento north, some of which have gotten down to the point at which we're starting to see some damage showing up in the walnuts. We're in one of our Chandler orchards, which, as you can see, got cold over the past few nights. And we're starting to see some of the symptoms of the freeze showing up. The foliar symptoms are pretty easy to see. You can see it driving down the highway. But what we're more concerned about is the damage that was caused to the nutlets that are developing currently. Overall, it's still pretty difficult to assess the extent of the damage that we'll see and the impact that it'll have on our yields, but I think it is going to play a role. Most of the damage that we saw throughout the area was pretty local and isolated to certain blocks, but the extent ranges from very minimal to somewhat severe damage from what we're seeing currently. One thing that you may notice compared to what we saw last year at this development stage of the trees is that we're seeing a lot more uniform bloom. Overall, if you historically look back at the trends of our chill hours, we're really not any different from where we've been, but we did see great chilling accumulation from November to December, so I think we are seeing that benefit show up as a much more uniform bloom overall.
Thanks for watching, and again, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please reach out to us.
Good? Mm-hmm. All right. Welcome back out to the farm.
Where we're seeing
Thank you.
domestic, we're seeing about...
That was a good throw.
Cheers.
This guy's...